welcome to the Man United show. We are live, and it's the Man United versus BSC Young Boys Champions League preview. They are the champions. Is that the theme tune in the background I can hear? Yes, it is. And on cue, I'm joined by my co-host, Nathan Ellington. How you doing, Nathan?
Good. As you know, fresh off a nice clean sheet and a win. Can't be any happier.
All right, you sound like you're in a good mood, which is good. Didn't notice any knocks yesterday, so the team news is pretty much the same as previous. We're talking a little bit about yesterday. Off the back of yesterday, can you see many wholesale changes being made by Ralph Rangnick in general, off the style of play you might have seen so far?
To be fair, I can't see too many changes because they've all done really, really well. The game's on Wednesday as opposed to Tuesday, so there's enough days rest. But he could have the thought of obviously the weekend game coming up that he needs to look at, especially when this game is a game where you can look at a few things because we're already through. So I think he'll be looking at it like that, where he's thinking, you know what? This is one chance out of, so many weeks where it's just game after game, no training sessions, where he's going to have a look at this and go, right, let's see how that works today. And that's what I'm thinking he's going to do.
All right. Harry Maguire had a good game yesterday. You think he's this could be a new Harry Maguire? You think Ralph Rangnick could potentially not build a squad around him, but protect him with some of the players that are there?
Look, it all depends how you play. And as you know, John Terry never really got done over. He was not the fastest, but he played in a system that made it so he was covered. But at the same time, when you like condense the space, it makes it difficult for anyone to do anything. As you saw, Crystal Palace could not get out. We were so far pushed up, it was unbelievable at times. So, but that's because if you're in a structure and that happens, it's all good. Obviously, if we played against a better team, I think we would have got cut open yesterday, but we still would have looked a lot more compact for most of the game. We won the ball back more. Now it's the next stage. What can you do when you've got the ball? Can you not give it away? Are you going to be better in control of the ball? And Maguire, to be honest, I think he's done a really good job last game. No one even got a chance to do anything at him. That's what you want to see. Not even opportunities where players are going to get at you. So that's all. That's what I mean. It's all incorporated into the whole team ethos and the whole team structure. And that's what I mean. Straight away, one day, didn't really even train with them, I guess. But he can say what he wants. He's got a great way of speaking exactly what he wants, and it's working.
If you was Rangnick, would you use this game as a potential to see some of the other players that may be more suited to your style of play, or would you use this as an opportunity to keep a similar team and then see if they can really sort of keep the momentum going?
I think he'll try Donny in there. I think there's no reason why he shouldn't try Donny. I think he should try a Bailly, give him some minutes. Because end of the day, if that's the team that's going to continue playing on the week game, the league games, where are the others going to get their minutes to actually stay sharp and feel good? You know what I mean? Yeah. So he's going to have to use some of these boys. I'd like to see Elanga get a bit more game time, and I want to see Ahmad get involved. We have not seen him at all this season, and we know how good he is, and he's great in possession of the ball. So that's another thing I can't wait, because we've seen this weekend, Elanga comes on. He's not been on this season either. Straight away, he's not afraid to put him on for Rashford when he's quiet. He's done his job the other way without the ball, but he didn't really do his job with the ball. So it's like, right, fresh legs, some young legs, some hungry legs. Let's get him on and let's see what he can do. And I think that's going to be more of the same the rest of the season. I think that's what we're going to see with him.
Yeah. Really, this is definitely a game where it's an opportunity for Man United, not just to win, but to win convincingly.
Yeah. They beat us last time. Now it's time for us to beat them at home. They've done us over, to be fair. And it was a really kind of humiliating defeat in the end, to lose to them. Obviously, we got a man sent off and all that. But look, we need to go there this game with some intent to destroy them and make them realise that that was just a one-off, and we are much more superior than you guys. And I can't wait to see him absolutely put a team in that's really going to do something now. I know he's thinking. I know I'm thinking like he's thinking, if you get what I mean, because I can see, and I heard, obviously, I've been watching a few other podcasts as well, and people talking about what they've been told's happened in the meetings, about talking about McTominay, for example. You missed 3 opportunities to pass the ball forward. You don't
so
do
he's
that.
getting on. So he's watching it.
I'm telling you, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. You can't be passing the ball back when Sancho's making the run. And he's like, "Listen, I'm on." Nah, mate. If you don't pass that ball, you're sitting here with me. That's what I want to hear. Because he's not going to care about who's playing. If someone can do it, they're playing. Whoever it is.
Gaz agrees. Nice to work with you, Gaz. Gaz says Donny van der Beek must play. I think he's made that clear as well.
100%.
All right.
100.
Let's get to it. Let's get to your predicted lineup. What do you think Ralph Regnet's going to pick for this game against Young Boys?
I think it'll be De Gea in goal. I don't see him changing much. I would like to see Bailly go in. If it was me, I'm looking at the side. I'd like to see Bailly go in and see what I can do with him, because you are coming up against some kind of nasty, some real good attacking play. I remember one of their boys was pretty decent. So can we just go Lindelof and Maguire? Is he going to look at that and go, you know what, Bailly is needed for this game. I need him to shut up this boy up front. So maybe he's going to do that. Get Bailly in there alongside Maguire, maybe, so he can just see the differences between the two, or maybe Lindelof with Bailly. I'd just like to see Bailly in there, just to give that extra bit of pace whenever it's needed, like this game. And he's going to see that, so that's one thing I expect to see change, and I expect to see Donny come in. Now, whether it's for Fred or McTominay, I wouldn't mind seeing both of them come out, because Fred got kicked all over the place, and the last game he got kicked all over the place. And he looked like he had some very close calls with like an injury that keep him out for a bit. So, to me, I would wrap him up in a bit of cotton wool, just because he's been playing well. He's been pretty decent for us the last 3 games in a row. I'd like to see him come out, and if Matic and Van der Beek could play in there, I think that they could still do a job, even with this pressing stuff. I think it's about positioning, being further up, everyone being compact, and them lines between the defence, midfield and attack are very tight. I think that they can still do that press with these boys in there. And I'd like to see it, because I know we'll have better possession of the ball. And that's the thing that we've got to see more of. And I think McTominay, I'd like to see Fred and McTominay come out for this one. And I'd like to see Matic and Van der Beek go in there. That's one other thing. And then when it comes to the attack, I'd probably give Cristiano a bit of a rest, or maybe start him and bring him off much earlier, 1 or 2. But I'm not gonna, he played his heart out Sunday. Yeah. Do you want to play him Wednesday when you don't have to win? You don't need him. And
that's
what I'm saying.
Potential injuries, like he's clear that he's integral to your team. He's a game changer, and to not have that based off a game where he didn't need to play would be a killer. So I'd rest him.
Greenwood.
I'd rest him. I'm sure he'd be Greenwood in there, chomping at the bit to get on. And if he can get on at the end, then bring him on at the end. If he's biting your ear off, but he's not needed for this game.
So for me, I'd have Greenwood up there for Cristiano, and I'd look at Sancho probably still playing, and toss up between, I think, Rashford, Martial, or Elanga going on the left. I wouldn't mind seeing any of those. And then hopefully see Ahmed on the bench and get him come on. And then if he's got another youngster in midfield that he can try and find and see if he's a gem, put him on the bench, whoever it is. And let's see a little bit of change, but the same thing that he wants from the team. You know what I mean? That would be great to see that. I think we'll beat them, even if we had that many changes. You got Shaw and Wan-Bissaka not even playing, so they could come in because they're not going to play Saturday probably. So you never know; it could be many changes. I can't see him making too many, But what I've already showed the team, and that's quite a few in it. So
Yeah.
about
What-
4 or 5 changes.
One player you mentioned there is Wan-Bissaka. Dallas
Yeah.
had 2 very good games.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Very
talking
good.
about how much better he is going forward. Should Wan-Bissaka be worried?
Definitely. The lot has actually shown some competence defending,
Yeah.
and then he's obviously shown superiority going forward. So now you've got, a player who's in position with one. We had a first clean sheet in a long time, and he's got to stay in because he's done well. But I said the same thing about Bailly. He's got to stay in because he's done well, and he got dropped. But it's a bit different now. I think this manager, he may keep people in on merit. So you're not going to see like someone like Fred be taken out because he's right up his street. You're not going to see, the boys that have done really, really well like Tellez and Dalot. They both killed it. They've got to stay in because they've both got that quality going forward more than the likes of Shaw and Wan-Bissaka, to be honest. They provide a lot more going forward. So if they continue to be solid defensively, the other boys have got some work to do. And that's good. Because if they were your first choice and they got work to do to get back in, it's like Lukaku now, isn't it? He was in, started the season, killing it, gets injured, and the boys just go from strength to strength and he can't get back in the first team. How good is that? They don't need
That's what you
you.
want. That's what you want because
Yeah.
he has to step it up now. He knows what he has to do to get back in the team.
Exactly.
And that's what you want in every team. Because otherwise, if people start thinking, okay, I'm the first team, they're backup, then they start getting too comfortable and then they get complacent. Happens all the time. King Eric says Rashford looks unhappy at the moment. You feeling that?
No, I just think he didn't play too well. He wasn't too tight with the ball. He wasn't, he didn't control the ball nicely. When he had them chances to run at people, the ball behind him and leaving it behind a few times. And, that link-up play needs to be nice and sharp. He's going to get there because he hasn't had that for so long. Like all the players, they're off the pace a bit because they've been defending for weeks on end. They haven't been getting anything together. They ain't even having the ball. Other teams, no matter where they are in the league, have been absolutely bossing us. Now, it feels a bit weird for us to win the ball back so much and then keep the ball. We're like, wait a minute, what are we doing with the ball? You lot take it back. But soon we're going to get used to playing with the ball again and keeping that ball. I think the longer this continues, we continue winning the ball back up high, you're going to start seeing us being very, very ruthless. In the next coming weeks, I can see United being a force to be reckoned with if Rangnick continues to see the right things, play the right things, and continue with the right things when they continue doing well. That's all I want to see.
They got a good run of games to get that momentum up as well, though, haven't they?
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, you know what's funny? Everything I said in the post-match, I'm listening to to Owen Hargreaves, I'm listening to all these guys, and they all said exactly the same.
You've got to win this next run.
Even when it comes to the next 10 games, I expect them to win every single one of them, what Hargreaves said. Every single one. So I was like, hey, you listened to my podcast, did you?
All right. Give us your predicted score.
I think we're going to get a win, and it's going to be a nice, calm 2-0 victory. 2-0 victory, I think. We're going to do them over. That's for sure.
Just 2-0?
I think we're going to win 2-0.
Yeah? Goal scorers?
I think we're going to win 2-0. Huh?
Goal scorers?
Goal scorers, I think Mason Greenwood is going to get on the score sheet for sure. And I think the second goal is going to come from, let me just have a quick think of this. I'm just looking into it. You know what? If Elanga plays, he's going to get a goal, I think Elanga's going to get a goal if he plays. Yeah. He's dangerous, mate. He's dangerous. When he plays, he does a job, mate. So I'm going to give him that. I think he's going to do the job.
All right. Anthony Elanga to come in. What do you think he's going to play on the left?
I think so, because I'm not sure if Rashford's going to start. That's what I mean. It's a toss-up. Is Martial injured or fit? I'm not sure because I heard that he was supposed to start, and then he was not in the lineup. So my son was saying Martial starting, and then when I showed him the lineup, it's like Rashford starting. It was the same team. So I don't know if Martial got injured in the warm-up. I don't know, but maybe he saw some kind of fake team, like a predicted team or something. But if Martial's fit, you might see Martial on there, you know. But then I want to see Elanga because he's brought him on. Probably going to get a chance. So I got a feeling if them boys play, Elanga Greenwood will get their goals.
Hold on.
5-0 King Eric. Wow.
Jesse and Anthony indicated after training yesterday he didn't feel well. Felt pain. There's a reason why they were left out of the squad. Ragnick said after the game, the post-match. So it seems as though potentially an illness. So it might be too early, but come Wednesday, isn't it? So yeah, he could be fit just in time. King Eric has gone for a 5-0 victory. What a game that would be, King Eric. I've got to mention. I'll mention it in a bit. Gaz has given it a 3-1 victory to Man United. Who else is there? What have you given Garth? Garth has gone for Elanga as well.
Yes, he knows my stuff.
And he thinks Ahmad might be scoring. If any of you, okay. Let's do this. We have a giveaway to do. We have a bunch of Man United stuff. Christmas is coming up. I will pull it out. I haven't got it on me right now, but yeah, we've got some Lego, Man United Lego, a stadium, a 3D puzzle football. We've got a Peter Schmeichel book, so we're going to be doing some giveaways. We've got a load of Man United stuff, a load of Man United memorabilia to give away. So we'll be doing a competition in the next show. So make sure you're here for the post-match on Wednesday. All right. Thank you for joining us today, Nathan.
It's been great. It's been good.
And thank you for everyone who joined us in the comment section. Make sure you join us on Wednesday on the post-match straight after so you can have your say. We are trying to be more interactive, so definitely get your comments in, get your questions in, get your statements in, whatever. We're going to be interactive with you a lot more. Peace out, people. Stay safe and wash your hands.